Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Lakal. Yeah, it's crazy out there. Bitcoin has dropped from 40 to like 30,000 and just under 30, and now it recovered. And we discuss about this long-term purple trend line. So it's like a really good, strong support at the moment. And now we are kind of like bouncing back from that level, which is like 30, about just under 30. So as I mentioned earlier, this yellow trend line is there's a lot of resistance on this yellow trend line, so it could go back up to this yellow trend line and could get rejected and come back down, right? And then if it gets supported again by this purple trend line, things are looking good. We might see higher prices. If it breaks, then it could drop like another 10k down to like low 20s 20ks. We can just quickly have a look at the previous dump that happened. For example, we dropped about, say, from here there was a drop which is like a 23 drop from that trend line. And if you look at the same over here, it's probably the same, I think, from here to about so it's a similar drop, right? And as you can see, what happens after that, so here the price drop. Where's my cursor? Yeah, so as you can see, it just dropped far away from this yellow trend line, and what you can see, like, it went back up to this trend line. It broke above and went a little bit higher and came back down to retest it. So we could see something similar. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a high chance, given that it has dropped far away, like far below from this yellow trend line, it could come back up to this trend line, and probably it could go back all the way up to probably 37 to 38,000, even closer to 40, to get before it get rejected, right? And from these price levels and from this trend line. And let's quickly, we can look at Terra Luna. Man, it's absolutely crazy, right? I mean, what has happened to Luna? So it's just dropped about from the top about like 70 or 80% down. Let me just quickly have a look. So from the top, from the highs like 120, it dropped about 90%, right? So Terra Luna dropped 90%. So this is something what we see in a complete bear market during a capitulation. So for some reason, Bitcoin hasn't capitulated. Like, I mean, if Bitcoin gets to like low 20Ks, that could be like a proper capitulation, right? So Bitcoin hasn't even capitulated, but this altcoin, like, this Luna has capitulated. So this is why I always mention, right, 50 to 60% of a portfolio. From day one, I mention this to everyone. Whenever you go into altcoins, before you do that, make sure 50 to 60% of a portfolio in Bitcoin, 20 to 30% in your portfolio in Ethereum. The rest, 10 to 20%, you can play, like 10 to 15% you can play with these altcoins, because look what's happening to altcoins right now, right? It's just useless, like, holding a lot of altcoins, right? So this is very important. So at least now, when Bitcoin drops to like, say, low 20s, like, even at these levels, we should DCA Bitcoin. Like, I'm not gonna even look at any altcoins, even though this is like 90% down, but maybe this project is over, right? Who knows? Like, we don't know that. But it won't happen to Bitcoin, right? Even if you see 80%, 70% correction for Bitcoin, according to what we are saying in the past, it eventually recovered. It eventually went back about 20K up to 69K. We've seen that. So Bitcoin, there's no owner for Bitcoin. There's no company. Nobody, like, we don't even know who created. Like, there's a big question mark. But looking at the history, 10 years for the last 10 years, Bitcoin has been going up, right? We had 85% corrections, 90% corrections, till it recovered. The coins that we've seen in 2017, we had like much better all coins that they said is going to be huge in the future in 4 years, or 4 years, 5 years from now. Those coins we can't even see it on the coin market cap anymore. They're totally gone. They just people just use those coins to like probably make a bit of money, and probably they bought Bitcoin and then they're out of the market, right? So who knows, Terra Luna, it seems like, we've seen this so many times. At the time it looks like a really good project, right? Everybody wants to get in, right? But look at it right now, it's just dropped. If it's such a good project, how come it's dropped like 90%? Like, it cannot happen. So this is the point is clear. When you play with altcoins, I know, like, when you put money into altcoins on a bull market, you make more money from altcoins than you make from Bitcoin. But it doesn't mean like, we should go like 80-90% altcoins and 10% Bitcoin. Regardless of what we do, having Bitcoin is very, very important. This is like a really good start. Like, for someone who did not buy Bitcoin back in the day, there's a really good opportunity for us to accumulate Bitcoin. But don't go all in, like, it might come back down. So always DCA, right? And then make sure, it's very, very important. I've been saying this from, like, in my Zoom videos, I mentioned this many times. 50 to 60% of your portfolio Bitcoin, 20 to 30% Ethereum, 10 to 15, 20% you can play with altcoins, right? Don't put all your altcoins expecting to go like 100x. It's not going to happen. We can see it right now, it's in front of our eyes. Yeah, so let's see, like, we are seeing a bit of a bounce of Bitcoin right now, which is not too bad. So let's wait and see. Hopefully Bitcoin could go back all the way up to yellow trend line, and at that time I'm going to take some profit just in case, because I still believe, like, we need to see a Bitcoin somewhere near like mid 20K or low 20K. So yeah, so that's it for this video. I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.